Today we have the opportunity to set Oregon on the path for a new and prosperous future. This budget deficit represents an opportunity to fundamentally change and improve the way the state does business. The balanced budget that I am delivering to you today breaks decisively from the past and also confronts the difficult spending and budget choices that we've been able to avoid or mask by the use of one-time revenue. This budget will require significant cuts in public services that are very, very important to Oregonians, including things like education and health care. But I believe that if we do this right, and if we do it together, we can use this moment to lay the foundation for a more sustainable and prosperous future for our state. This budget includes ideas that have been advocated by Republicans and ideas that have been advocated by Democrats, because Oregon's success in the next 5 months depends on our willingness to build new teams, new coalitions, new partnerships that move us beyond the divisive partisanship of the past. None of us should underestimate the magnitude of the fiscal challenge that we are facing here, but we should never for a moment question our ability to meet that challenge. If we make smart choices now, if we do this together over the next few months, we can put Oregon on a new path, one that steadily makes our economy stronger, our people healthier, and our children better educated. The fact is that we have the tools to meet this challenge. We don't need to spend more today to begin to invest in the future. But one thing should be absolutely clear to each and every one of us. It will be impossible for us to continue to provide the important public services that Oregonians need and deserve by continuing to do things the way we've been doing them. The only path forward is to break fundamentally from the past and to redesign the way we provide public services in the state of Oregon. This budget is built on a very conservative foundation. I ask each state agency to take the general fund and lottery fund revenue that they know they're going to have as the starting point. We expect about $1.2 billion in additional revenue growth in this biennium, and I've taken that and reallocated it based on a set of priorities, 5 in particular: putting Oregonians back to work, creating an efficient, effective program for early childhood success, creating a 0 through 20 education investment strategy, and reducing costs in health care and in public safety. Now, if we do this right, we actually can realign our state revenue with our state resources going forward and eliminate the projected decade of deficits. And that's a key element and objective in this budget framework. If we do it together, if we do it right, we will emerge from this session on July 1st with a balanced budget, a unified state, and a much, much brighter picture going forward. I have shared this information with the legislative leadership 2 weeks ago at Mahonia Hall. We gathered with the co-chairs of Ways and Means from both sides, the 2 speakers and the Senate President. They understand the content of this budget, and I'm calling on them to develop a co-chair's budget as soon as possible, and particularly to do something that we've never done in the state of Oregon: balance the budget to the February 14th revenue forecast. The general tendency is to wait until May to make all the difficult choices, and trust me, they're not going to get any easier by waiting a couple of months. We need to balance this budget to the February 15th revenue forecast and then be prepared with a plan to reallocate any additional resources that might show up in the May forecast. There's no reason not to do it, and this should be the session that we actually pull that off.